All right, go ahead. No,
It's done.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, what's good, my people? Kid Problem here. I am tuned in with the Jimmy-ish podcast. You see these people right here. We about to get into this conversation. This is about to be crazy. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's go.
Yo, you feel me? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, any part of this video that y'all see.
Do it now. Like this now. Comment now.
Okay. Very lit. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Jimmy-ish. The Geek Don't Sleep podcast and show. Thank you for tuning into this episode right here. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Please like it right now, this moment. It really helps the channel out. Please enjoy this episode. Thank you. Put it out there. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jimmy-ish back with a special episode. You know what I mean? Everything I do now, it got to be big. You know what I mean? I got a problem in the house, in the crib. You know what I mean? Problem in the building. Let everybody know who I'm here with today if they don't know.
What's good? Kid Problem here. The hood motivator, the inspiration, the influencer of Newark and Irvington. Just the big brother for the neighborhood, for all the inner cities. We here.
Double C Chanel. You already know who it is.
Bro, that's what's up. Kid Problem, can you let everybody know, like, just where you from, like, your hometown and everything, like, where you repping?
Born in Newark, Southwood, raised in that area. Once I got done with high school and all that, I ended up going up to, actually, around, like, my last years of high school, I was in Irvington. So sometime in Newark, sometime in Irvington, so both. They so close, it's like they the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Read me.
I don't know.
No, I want to hear your story.
That's it. That's basically where I'm from.
So what I was about to say, so where did you graduate from? Like,
I went to East Orange Campus High, and then I went to Irvington High School.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring out years? Wait, because you went to campus, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I did too. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to holler at you, because the crazy part is when I see your little skits, it made me think about myself. I was one of them kids that was leaving out of school all the time. You know what I mean? That's what really touch me. Like, damn, yo, like, I know exactly what you're talking about, and it sucks when you get older and you realize the stuff I was doing when I was leaving school, I either could have lost my life or I could have been locked up for, like, just dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's why I understand where you be coming from, like.
Yeah, same thing. Like, just made a lot of childish, little stupid mistakes, and I try to take my experiences and things that I went through, and as I self-reflect on things I could have handled differently, I'd be like, you know what, let me put that out there so these young brothers and sisters don't make the same mistakes, because I wasn't fortunate enough to have, like, a strong male father figure in the home to be like, yo, you wilding out, you bugging. I had to go out there and just learn on my own, and I was hard-headed. I wasn't really trying to listen to nobody.
Yes.
So that's the audience that I'm trying to motivate and influence, because they need it.
And it sucks because it feel like a lot of people got to learn on their own, but sometimes a lot of people don't make it out when they go learn it on their own. That's the part that sucks. Like, me and you probably both made it out because we had to go learn for our own. Like, nobody really taught us, so we had to go out there and really see what this was about. But not everybody make it out. So, like, it's good that you here telling people. You know what I mean? Just hopefully people will start listening. Like, yo, that lifestyle is not really what you think it is. You know what I mean?
It was blessed, just getting older. I ended up having my daughter, I want to say 17 going on 18. And once my daughter came, it was just like wake up call. It was time to start working. And, I had to handle my responsibility as a young father. And that just opened my eyes up. It was like, all right, now I got to, go and work. I got to learn credit. And I was actually messing up my credit. I didn't know how to use my credit properly. I wasn't thinking about, like, being an entrepreneur. I wasn't thinking about being a potential business owner. I just thought, yo, if I get out there and rap and do X, Y, and Z, that I'll get my foot in and do it, not even knowing when it comes to that rapping stuff. You don't want to be what's out there. And most of us think, yo, if I rap about this and I talk about this, I have a high chance of getting myself out there. So going that route, I realized, like, you know what? I'm influencing while I'm trying to get myself out the hood. I'm influencing my listeners, you know, and making them think that it's okay to do and stand on certain codes and morals just by what I'm speaking on. Like, they looking at me like, yo, if he did that and he's making it, then it's okay if I do this and X, Y, and Z, even though I know in the back of my head most of these things is just unacceptable.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you think about yourself, what would be like 3 words you use to like think about yourself? Like
3 words: ambitious, high strung, inspirational.
Okay, I see all of them, but the second one, high strung. What would you mean by that exactly?
Like, just like super like self motivated. Like, when I say that, like I'm hard on myself. Like, when the cameras go off, like, I'm always constantly overthinking of how I could have did things differently, or just trying to get my message across. Like, I really sit down and I overthink on how I'm gonna get the message across, because I'm just coming from the heart. I genuinely want to see the hood a better place. All of the hoods, not even just Newark and Irvington. Everywhere is a hood where, you know, young black kids is being influenced by the environment, the peers, the entertainment. I want to kind of get there and touch them, you know what I mean, through these social media platforms, because they being used to promote negativity. And they think it's okay, and they joining along. So I got to get out there and just do what I got to do. So like I said, I'm just overthinking myself of how I'm going to use my platform to reach them.
If you go back in time, would you change anything, like a mistake, or just dealing with somebody back in the day, would you go back and change it? Or do it better?
The only thing I could say I would do better is, like, pick the company you keep wiser. Like, I was hanging around a lot of negative people. A lot of people that was just into like the wrong stuff, and even if I had an idea that was positive or something that could bring us up or we could all get into, it was like, you can't do that, or everybody would just brush it off. So just hanging around negative people, like, you are the company you keep. You hanging around negative people that's out here trying to steal cars all day, smoking all day, getting drunk all day, you're gonna be the third, fourth one. So if you cut them off and you hang around people that's ambitious and goal-oriented and family-oriented and trying to do something with their life, you're going to be the fourth one. So I start looking at things different. So I would go back in time and tell myself, yo, straighten up and get away from these idiots before you fuck around and lose your life. And that's just it. That's what I would do. I would just get away from all of the negative influences and just get around people that's trying to do something more productive, like influences and people and friends.
So you feel like, basically, I feel like my life and good stuff started taking off, like you said, with my circle of friends got smaller or no friends. You know what I mean? Just the point, it's either family members or cousins I'm talking to now. Like, you feel like that's a good thing sometimes. It's bad, though, when you got to leave people you probably was best friends with for years. Y'all did so much stuff together, broke down this and did this back in the day, then, you know what I mean? But it comes to the point, like you said, you want to change your life now. So you think it's better sometimes just to break away from everybody sometimes?
Yeah, 100%. I did that. I want to say in last, I want to say 2.5, 3 years ago, before I really started going hard on just trying to figure out this whole social media stuff. I cut off the people I was hanging with recently. Like, I want to say 2-3 years, like, not even that. The people I was going to chill with every day, and just, you know, just the people that I'm telling my ideas to, like, yo, we could do X, Y, and Z, and I'm trying to change the world, I'm trying to do this, they weren't with it. And some of them was in the same space, trying to be content creators, trying to do everything, but they let the circumstantial things, tear them from their initial goals, and I can't hang around that. I don't need to be around somebody that feel like, oh, I don't got this right now, so I can't make no content today. I did mostly everything that I did broke. So, you know what I mean, you don't need no money to go out here and just make content and put your ideas on a platform. So, damn, I just start going, but you said something about, but yeah, I cut everybody off, and I don't feel unapologetically, I can't even say it, cut them off. I got away from them because I felt as though they was blocking my blessings. Sometimes God won't bless you with the big blessing if you hanging around the wrong people. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get it. So I cut them off. It is what it is. I'll see y'all later. I gotta get where I gotta go. I'm a whole father, raising my daughter by myself. I don't got time to keep hanging around people that's not doing nothing. If you're not trying to talk about what I'm talking about, you're not like-minded, or your faith is different than my faith, I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I believe in all that spirituality, energies, manifestation. I'm into all that. So I'm not gonna hang around you and bring my frequency down. I want my frequency high. You feel me? So if your frequency not high, I need to go ahead and go in front around somebody who frequency is high as mine, or I'll just be myself until I meet more like-minded people. And that's what I'm right now. I'm not hanging around anybody.
I get emotional, bro, because y'all can see I got chills because I went through the same shit, man. I'm really sad, man. Like, I had to, like you said, I was telling people, bro, I need help, bro. This podcast, I need help. Nobody wanted to help me. To the point, like you said, I just had to really cut everybody off, like, I get chills, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like,
yeah, I realized that, you know what I mean, nobody gonna make these dreams come true. Nope. It's like nobody gonna get out there and work a job for you. Nobody's gonna put money in your pocket. It's not gonna happen magically. You could pray all day. I'm not even going like, you know what I mean, diss anybody that they faith and stuff, but faith without action is nothing. You know what I mean? So you got to take those steps so he can provide more steps and more opportunity for you. You can't just sit there and not do nothing and just pray. You got to pray, and then you go out there and start trying to figure things out. You know what I mean? He make it easier for you. If you try, he'll make it easier for you. That's what my grandfather used to always tell me. He'd be like, yo, if you want blessings from God, you gotta at least try your hardest, and he'll make it easier for you. And that's what I've been doing, and I'm seeing the validity in what he was saying. Like, it makes sense. Like, I just been trying to put out the message and just speak off from the heart and just do what I feel genuinely. And slowly but surely, I've been reaching people. You know, people run up to me and they be like, yo, I like what you're doing. So it just came from me just believing in myself, believing in God, and showing him that I'm not weak-minded, not weak-hearted. I'm strong, and I'll figure this out.
So, self-love, how important you think that is in life, like, to a person?
Self-love is very important. Because if you don't got self-love, you won't be able to find someone out there to love you. If you don't love you, if you're not loving yourself correctly, or you're not looking in the mirror and you saying like, yo, I'm the cutest, finest, sexiest person out there in the world, then how you gonna find somebody that's gonna feel that way about you? So that's something I had to realize looking in the mirror. I used to not like the person that I was when I looked in the mirror, looks and just aesthetics and all that stuff. I didn't really like the person I was, and I had to, talk to my family, my grandmother, and my grandmother said, you think I care about what people be saying about me? I love myself. And I had to have that realization and look in the mirror like, no, I do love myself, and I love everything about me. Like, I was going through a lot, and we battle these demons, and sometimes we don't even have no outlet to really speak on these things. But I just took, just knowing that I have a grandmother that's willing to listen and just say, you know what, I'm not going to be scared to speak on what I'm feeling, because if you hold it in, then you snap, you wild out. So self-love is very important. You gotta love the person in the mirror. You have to before you even chase a dream, because you ain't gonna have the willpower to even do it if you don't like who you is. You feel me?
Yes.
You ready for me?
Whenever you can get ready.
So I wanted to speak about the youth. They look up to you, and social media.
Right.
So when did you start? Because you said 2 or 3. When did you start making videos, and how did you connect with kids on social media? And then I said you was going to high schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that start?
I'm gonna say.
Or when did it start?
I want to say like 2-3 years ago. I always had the idea of what I wanted to do, even when I was trying to be a drill rapper and all of this BS. I always had the idea in the back of my head, when I get to where I gotta go, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z for the community. But I realized that on the way to getting to where I gotta go, I thought financially I would mess up a lot of people's minds, and my influence would kind of deteriorate the minds of the people that I'm actually trying to help. So 2-3 years ago, I felt as like though I had to just jump in. I had things to say, so I would just you know what I mean, I stayed online, looked on YouTube of how do I get as much reach as possible on social media. And then that's when I just start recording myself speaking messages and just feeling like I'm speaking to my younger self. So that's how I was able to just, you know, just speak on the things I was speaking on, because I wanted to just give advice to my younger self, because I felt like I got to give the universe what I didn't get. So the best way to give the universe what I didn't get is by being that. And, you know, my nonprofit is Change Start With Us. So, you know, I just jumped in.
Just say that again for us so we can
Yeah,
put that on the...
my nonprofit is Change Start With Us. And yeah, just doing that and putting out those messages, you know, people, teachers, principals, you know, they just call me like, yo, I got this small group, or it's a community center over here, or I'm the coach over here and I want you to come and speak. So just me putting out that energy, you know, whatever energy you put out is what you get back.
Yeah.
So I was just constantly putting out the messages that was on my heart, and people start reaching out saying, oh, we need you to come and speak here. And I just started.
And people don't realize that. It's the same thing with music. Somebody might be making music, and it might be coming from your heart, and you might think nobody want to hear this until you put it out, and you find out people really looking for this. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with you. Like I told, when I came across you, I'm like, yo, like, it really touched me. I'm like, I used to be that kid right there, man, really leaving school. I'm on my went to truancy. I mean, I got caught by truancy, went to court with my parents. They had to pay like a $300 fine. So, like, I know what you talking about. I see, like, it really touched me, like, bro.
That was me, trying to smoke before school. I started smoking young. I'm just keep it a buck with you. And just, we was smoking miles and weed before we go to class, and we putting our head down. We missing the entire lesson. So I just didn't think it was a smart. Now that I think back, like, you mess up your mind. People going to defend weed all day long, but people don't even understand why it's promoted so much in our community for a reason. So we gotta take we gotta just look and just really analyze things on a different level. Like, you know what I mean? Not even to get too deep, but you gotta think about it. If everybody working together and we promote weed drug use to the neighborhood, you know what I mean, the kids was going to smoke it or whatever, and then, you know, weed was illegal a while back. Who was getting pulled over the most? You know what I mean? They know they was promoting that to our communities. Yeah. So they'll pull you over, oh, I smell weed. You know, get out the car, handcuffs on, let's search the car. Like, you know, a lot of us was getting pulled over for petty things purposely because they thought that we would have weed just because it's the negative propaganda about our neighborhoods. And if they look like this, then they gotta be smoking weed and stuff. So people gotta really peep what's been put into our communities.
Yes.
So as I got older and I peeped, I'm like, okay, all right, but I was bugging, smoking all that weed, and then not understanding the lessons. It messed me up. It made things harder.
Would you consider weed a gateway drug?
Gateway?
Cause I didn't. When they told me that it was a gateway drug when I was younger, I didn't believe them until I got older and I seen that one drug there opened up other drugs and shit. I just feel like, would you consider like a gateway drug?
Kinda, yeah. Honestly, I think all drugs is just it end up leading to something else more serious. And I just know with me, like with the whole smoking weed, then you end up, you know, taking Xans or you take Perks or Roxys, and then, you know what I mean, and you trying to get high as possible, and then before you know it, you skinny as hell, you still don't got no job, you don't got nothing, your family looking at you crazy, and then you end up homeless after that, or you end up in a situation that you can't get out of. So yeah, all the drugs is just terrible. Like, I be trying to tell the youth, like, you want to keep your mind as pure as possible. I see you as a lot of influence, a lot of negative peers, and just entertainment. Everything is saying smoke, smoke, smoke. You know what I mean? And these people that's put into position, they all talking negative. None of them really saying, yo, kids, you know, stay out the way, get away from negative friends, don't smoke, you know what I mean, get good grades, you know what I mean, think about business, think about how you gonna use your credit when you turn 18, get a car, save up $1,000, get on Facebook Marketplace. They're not telling them, these kids, these things, and they think that, okay, I gotta get out there and drill, do all this stuff. So I know I done just, but these kids, they really don't understand, and if they don't have the family members or the structure at home that's gonna really say, all right, you gotta save up your money. You know what I mean? We don't want you to use your credit yet. Save up some money, get a little steady job, and get you a car, and then you will elevate after that. But you know what I mean? You want to have a trade. You want to have some type of, okay, everybody in the hood, I feel like they just want to be rappers, entertainers, and models, and all this stuff. Like, I go to these schools, I talk to these kids, and nobody really is saying they want to be an architect. None of them saying they want to work on cars, or they want to be something productive, be a doctor, or nothing that's going to make money. They thinking about the fast money because they're looking at the entertainers. Yeah. You know, they looking at them. Oh, they came from the hood just like me. So, you know what I mean? Or they start dressing how they dress. But that's how they want you to, whoever they boss is, they want you to act like that because it creates a cycle.
That's what they pushing, yeah.
It creates a cycle. You got to think about it like this. If they push sex, drug use, and all of these things, it's likely that, you know what I mean, a little boy that's popping pills, smoking, is gonna meet the young little girl that's fresh, sassy, looking at these people and think it's cute to be half naked. She's gonna be sexualized, and then they're gonna make a baby. Then he's gonna go on child support. She's gonna go on government assistance. That's another single parent household right there that could have been prevented if you would have talked to that little girl about self-love and not looking up to entertainers. If you would have talked to that young little boy about hanging around the right people and the influences and his peers and who to hang and just being, you know what I mean, knowing his history and everything, he wouldn't fall for the gimmicks. Because right now I look around, all the youth is falling for the gimmicks. Everybody got on ski masks. And then you look around the neighborhood, all the young brothers, they got on ski masks. And then you talk to them and they just want to do a drill. They want to either be rappers, they want to sell drugs, they want to, you know what I mean? They just worried about, oh, let's go and find some girls. I get it. You know what I mean? You're a young brother. It's normal to want a girlfriend and things like that. But don't make that the only thing that your head is focused on. Focus on only on smoking every day and going outside and find your friends just to smoke. Oh, yeah, let me go and ask my mother for $5 so I could go and match so I could get this $10 back. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you going to do once you hit 18, 19, 20 years old? So I'll be trying to get in their head like, yo, look, you are attracting with the same energy you putting out. You coming out here with ski masks or whatever, and you acting tough and all this stuff. Okay, I get it. You might just be tough. Yeah, you tough. You could beat people up. But where does that get you? Yeah. And then you putting out the energy like you could fight the whole world. You could beat up everybody. You gonna meet your match.
You gonna meet that one person, yeah.
You gonna meet somebody that's gonna have you so mad and wanting to really do something to them, or you gonna have somebody really mad and want to do something to you. So I just want them to get it, to drop all that shit. Because I've been him, trying to be tough, that was me. Yes. You know what I mean? Being just stupid and just thinking that nobody know what they talking about and I just know it all. And look where that lands you. It lands you with gun charges. It lands you getting locked up. It lands you in situations that can be prevented. But like I said, it's a cycle, and I can't really say too much to the older generation that already made these mistakes, because they're going to be like, all right, they already did it. So they're going to feel a type of way when I speak on, like, oh, telling these young brothers, don't be sagging your pants, don't smoke before school, don't be smoking in general, pay attention. The older generation is going to feel offended because they already made these mistakes. I'm trying to stop the youth from making these mistakes. I want them to pinpoint the stuff that I'm talking about and be like, you know what? He's right. I'm tripping. I'm bugging. I'm doing everything that he's saying is going to land me in a situation that I don't want to be in. Yeah. So it's hard to talk to the older generation unless they already somewhat get it. We need to all be on the same page to help them so we can create a better society in the future. Like I always tell everybody that I come around, the youth is the decision makers of our future. So if they're not going to be that, they're the ones in high school right now, they about to be the parents of this next generation. And I feel like I have a child. You know, Lord, God forbid something happened to me. I want to feel like I tried my hardest to make this community, this world, a better place for my children. You feel me? And just looking around, I know I got that influence. I know I got a platform. I know I could do certain things. I could do whatever anybody out here could do. So I'd rather go against the norm and try to break that down and be like, you know what? You know, I see more in you than what they see in you. and just uplift them before they make the same mistakes, before they make kids young, before they get themselves locked up, before they jump in these cars and mess up their license. You need your license. You don't need all of these tickets, whatever it is. You don't need no child young, because then you gotta focus on the child. You gotta start working. You ain't gonna be able to think about how you gonna save money. You gotta get right out there. You need government assistance. You're gonna need all this stuff. Yeah. So it's smart to just wait, learn your credit, wait till you find somebody that's really down for you, that really want to love on you genuinely, that's like really talking about building. Because I know most young guys be getting these little girls and lying and stuff, and they got to know these little girls don't got fathers. There's a lot of single parent households out here that have been created off of the same system that I've been telling you already. Yes. What they promote in our neighborhoods. Every generation had its influencers to mentally dumb down the previous generations. So I wanna, since we got technology in so many ways to reach everybody with our phones, all right, let me use it to break down the structure that keeps our community down. If we could pinpoint these things that's what's going on, we can stop it in its tracks so it won't happen. I know it might not happen all in 1 year, 2 years, but let's put the energy, the spark out there so the kids could peep game and say, you know what, maybe these rappers are trying to influence us negatively. Maybe these labels are trying to get us to self-destruct and go out here and mess up our license, or put on a ski mask so we could beef with somebody that look like us, or just want to be drill rappers so we could stand on principles and morals. Maybe they're trying to trick us into being something, and that's what I see. I see it's working. Like somebody I know that's close to me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to say who it is. But his friend got killed, right? He went and killed the other little dude. Now he in jail for the rest of his life. It's over. Game over. So all those morals and all that shit that you stand is over. You in jail. He's doing 20-something years. It's done. We'll see him in 2048. So my thing is, when you hang around these guys, you know your friends is into something. You know if something goes down, you're going to have to stand to whatever you've been telling them. You're going to have to stand to whatever you've been talking about. So when something happens to somebody in your gang, now you got to go out there and get yourself locked up.
Yep.
And that's the whole manipulation. That's why I be trying to tell them. We living in a manipulated culture in our societies, and we need to know what's going on so we could break it so it don't affect the next next generation of black kids. And a lot of people say, why do you care so much about just the black kids? What about all these other kids? Because we're the ones that stereotype the most. We're the ones that's pulled over the most. We're the ones that's filling up the jails. We're the ones that's most talked about on all social media platforms. On every platform that is in America, we're the most talked about people. So why not try to motivate them to be something better than what's being promoted on a daily?
When people that say that to you, what race is it? What black people saying, or what other?
Everybody. And they be like, why are you so focused on the black youth?
That's what I'm saying.
But the black youth need that.
They need it.
Growing up, I'm just thinking about when I was in high school, or in grammar schools, we had DARE or something like that. Mm-hmm. But after that, it's like you on your own. Who is coming into these schools and telling us don't do that? But even with the TikTok or with Instagram, that helps them. They're on their phone all day anyway. Mm-hmm. You need to see something positive on your phone instead of seeing the negative. So I understand where you're coming from completely. But I wanted to know, do the kids give you pushback? Like, are they saying, like, no, we're doing this anyway? Because this generation is very different.
You'd be surprised. I get a lot of them that actually agree what I'm talking about, and they can identify the things that I'm talking about. Like, yeah, my friends is acting like this. Like, even when I'm out and I'm just, I stop at IHOP, you'll get, young brothers got their ski masks on. I can't do it's a time and a place for everything, so I don't want to lecture them, but even just that group of guys with their ski masks on, they're like, yo, man, that's the dude that be giving that advice to the youth. And even though his friends is like, man, what you talking about? You did what? You this, that. I could tell that he understands, because people always say to me, you only get one. So I feel like one day it'll click, and he'll be like, yo, why do I even got this ski mask on?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I hanging out with these dudes? And I'm trying to tell them about somebody that's doing something positive, and they can't even receive what I'm saying. So maybe that one in that group could open his eyes. So it's not much. I get some pushback on some videos, the youth, because they mad. They don't want to see somebody mock them or, but it's not coming from a place of, oh, I'm trying to mock you and make fun of you. It's me trying to show you how you're acting so you can stop it. So you be like, yo, this is foolish. If he can act like me and how I really be acting out there, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they just need more opportunities. You know what I mean? It's things out here. It's so easy to get yourself locked up.
It take couple seconds, man. No, it could take a couple seconds or one mistake.
Just to do something dumb.
Your whole life, yo.
Your whole life can change.
Mm-hmm.
That's the field I work in, so I see it every day. And they need someone like that. Someone to stop. And they're getting younger and younger. 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds. I'm like, are you kidding me? You born in 2005. Why are you here?
Right.
You need to be in school.
And once you catch that charge,
you need to be for nothing. But I understand, but they need that, especially how social media. I just feel like you go on TikTok and you see negative. Then you see something positive that needs to be shared and brought out to the black youth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Because I could tell you this. They're being exposed to things that I wasn't necessarily exposed to as a youth because I didn't have the phones and, I had a Nextel, I had a Boost Mobile, a Chirp phone. Around that time, if I had social media showing me how to steal Kias and Hondas and all that stuff,
bro.
Accessible.
We would have been wilding if we would have had social media showing us how easy it is to steal. We was bored. Yeah. We was in groups like it'd be like 10 of us and we just outside just doing stuff, punching on people, knockout games, all kind of stuff. We was doing crazy stuff for no reason because we was just bored and bad. And the people that's on the outside of the community don't understand when you just coming from
They
don't understand. We was just bored. Just, you know what I mean? We ain't really look at it like, yo, we about to mess up our life. Like, we ain't going,
you look at it like having fun, not knowing like you can mess your whole life up.
Bro, because I'm telling you, once you catch that charge and you 18 and now you got to go and apply for a job and it's popping up, once you catch that gun charge and you got to go downstate for that 5 years or whatever it is and you come back and now you got to sign up for re-entry programs to get jobs and stuff. Now you like, man, I don't want to do this because money not enough. Now you go right back into the life when you could have just not caught a charge, got away from these stupid people, and then you would have been able to be anything. It's so many driving jobs. Once you mess up and you go ahead and steal in that car and all that, they put that on your record. Now you can't even get a driver job. You can't even work. You can't even do Uber Eats or DoorDash. You can't do nothing. And it's over.
People don't realize that, bro. Cause you could come from making 250, 300 a day on the block. So it'd be hard for some people to go work a job and making 500-600 a week.
And especially when you're incarcerated for so long.
That's why I'm saying the time
when you come 5 years, that's a lot to change in 5 years. It's moving different. Imagine going in, it was no Twitter. You come back, there's a whole social media. What's going on here?
Oh, Twitter looking like
I'm saying social media in general. You come, things change. It's hard to adapt. But that's how you're speaking to them so they can avoid that, so they can prevent that.
And I just want them to know as well, like, even if you do go, I see a lot of young brothers in like McDonald's, all kind of jobs. Even if you do take that job, you might be able to meet somebody that could put you on to the next job. Yeah. Like, I used to be a security officer, right? Driving around in a little security car or whatever. You know what I mean? One of the residents put me on, that security job was probably like $12, $13 an hour. It was some bull. I don't remember what it was, but it was some bull. So one of the residents put me on to being a child care counselor. And he was just like, yo, you just got to do the interview, show them, da-da-da-da. You need a degree, but, you know what I mean, they might slide you past because, you know what I mean, you know what you're talking about, right? Put me on. Got me to the next level. So I want them to know, like, yo, even though it might not seem like a lot of money right now, or it's not the money that these people showing from scamming and stuff, you stack that little bit of money, get you a little car, make connections, and figure shit out. Instead of putting yourself in a situation where you're going to be locked up and you can't get one of those jobs.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to live a life of crime. And it's coming from a place of experience. Like, I got a gun charge. You know, I have a gun charge, like, and the gun was registered to me, like literally registered to me. I was going to be a security officer, went and got my permit. You know what I mean? It wasn't supposed to be outside. If it's outside, it's supposed to be locked up in the trunk. I had a, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just be honest. I had a suicide attempt, and I ended up outside with my registered gun. You feel me? And that put me in a whole situation where now you go for a job, now you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, I had to get my own self out of that situation, going back and forth, all kind of stuff. And these people, they don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, you tried to kick. Nah, we not trying to hear that. They're just trying to give you that 5 years, that 42 months, whatever it is. Like, you don't want to be in a situation where you trying to go and get a job and something that you did is holding you back. You don't want no gun charge. I know they out here acting like guns and all that, carry a gun, the ops and all this dumb shit. You shouldn't even be in a situation where you fearing for somebody trying to kill you because you supposed to be a good, stern kid that don't want no trouble. A lot of them don't want to be a kid until it's time when you're not a kid. Now when you get over 18, 19, 20, now you're not a kid. It's over.
And
now you like,
come
oh,
from the household.
shit.
The household also, they feel like they have to grow up fast, and they have to be like that.
Yeah, and that's sad. And they looking up to these rappers. They're looking up to the wrong people. And people don't understand why I talk so much about entertainment and rap and social media. I talk about it so much because I was one of them.
No.
You feel me? I was really one of them that looked up to Wayne, look up to Pop, look up to all of these rappers and stuff, because that's all I see is black success, black excellence. Like, these are the rich people. How do I become that? How do I get there? Now you got a whole fucking generation of drill rappers coming. You got a whole generation of drill rappers, and now they 7, 8 years old trying to be drill rappers, talking about, oh, if you ain't sucking dick. Now you got a little boy that's in school right now telling somebody's little daughter, you know, suck my dick. Now she probably got a cell phone. She gonna go home. What is a dick? What is this? Now she looking at stuff. Now she, like, it's fucking up our communities, and we gotta know. That's why I took my daughter phone. My daughter 10. I don't want my daughter looking at possibly, because when you a kid, you just have feelings, you have emotions, you don't know how to deal with. You just looking up stuff, you learning your body, all kind of stuff. You might be looking at something that you might really start to like it, and you just want to look at this, and now you not focus on the things. Once I took that phone, grades, all A's. Went from C's deep, straight A's. My daughter's an honor roll student. You feel me? So it went from not being as focused as you can be and influenced by your friends and stuff to now I'm getting these A's. I see what you're talking about, Dad. They grown. You know, when you have your 10-year-old child telling you that the kids in their school is talking about, oh, I'm lesbian. Oh, I like this boy. I like this. I'm doing this and that. You got to tell your kid. And most parents. Most parents, you know what I mean, they had their kids young, so they at work. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's a single parent household now, and that child is being left with family members. And a lot of young girls I know that come from the streets, come from the hood, been molested and touched on. Yeah. You know how many people I dated that told me that they've been touched by family members and dumb shit? Because mommy was at work and daddy wasn't around. Yeah. And who's out here on these social media platforms telling these young ladies that don't got a father figure, you ain't got to give it up fast. Love yourself. Find somebody that want to build with you and be with you and for you. And just giving them nobody know the characteristics of a good man. These young girls don't know the characteristics of a good man. I had a full-on argument back and forth with somebody, this young lady who had a baby with someone. Oh, he tricked me. I need them to know the characteristics of somebody that's trying to provoke you or just trying to get in your pants or just, you know what I mean? Now she got a baby with a dude that's popping pills all day long. Because she told me the excuse was, there's nothing else around. Who it ain't no other good. Then you wait. Yeah. You wait. You build yourself up until you get yourself right, and you find a little dude that's talking about building with you and being with you. Exactly. You giving it up being, I'm going to say it, fast and just moving off your emotions and your feelings.
Not even that, trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Trying to fit in. I
want a boyfriend.
Trying to fit in. That's the main thing, bro. Like you saying, that's the main thing. Having the kids young, you're the neglect the kid, not knowing that know what I mean? Because you're gonna have your grandparents watching the kids. And that's bad. That's good and the bad thing, but like having kids young, with you saying, it's not good. Like, man, like
especially young in the single
you still want to party,
it's
like
hard. It's hard though.
Yeah, it is, and I know that off of experience. Yes, I've been blessed enough to be in my daughter's life every day. Like, my schedule is what it is. You feel me? Like, I'm blessed enough to be here every day and not tied down to a regular 9 to 5, because I was fortunate enough to do what I'm doing, and I can make money throughout the month, you feel me, without having to be somewhere clocking in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I was fortunate. But what about the people that's not?
Yeah.
Now, you got this little boy, this little girl on the phone all day looking at all of these influencers that's paid to...
It's the representation.
Right.
And there's none for that. I feel like it's none for that generation. When growing up, I was watching That's a Raven the other day. I'm like, where is a That's a Raven for kids? That's what I wanted to be like. I wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to be cute, and I'm in school. But watching that, who is that for them? Unless it is. What about the rappers for girls? I mean, I'm a rapper, but my rapping music, I make club music as well. But that's not for kids. Who is the little girl that I'm looking up to, or these girl groups like Destiny Child or 3LW, or even for the boys, who are the little Bow Wows that's singing something positive? With representation for them, I don't feel like they have
all
that.
These little girls, they got
they need someone like you. So
that's all. I'm trying to think. Y'all can't think of nobody, but like for the guys, but for the girls, yeah, you're right.
I mean, even with the clothing stores, where is the Justice? I mean, Justice not even my ever, but I don't see Justice out anymore. Where is it? They going to Forever 21. Y'all on Fashion Nova. Why are you shopping the same spot I'm shopping? I'm just saying they don't have that for young women.
You know why? Sexy red.
Please, I cannot. Yeah.
She the main one.
Is she not the main one? Music been like that forever. Female rap has been like that forever. Lil Kim, Trina, it's been like that forever. But my mom wouldn't have me listening to Lil Kim.
But I can say
Trina.
this as well, like with the access that they have, like these cell phones,
there's too much to look it up.
It's you know what I mean? A lot of these kids is getting on these apps at 10 years old. I'm gonna say that's why they gave us. That's why they gave us these phones.
Kids
That's why you think the government give us. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna be frank. Why do you think they giving free phones and tablets? They know what they doing.
Yeah.
They giving y'all tablets and stuff because they know you wanna. Okay, I'm in a room. I'm doing something. They know you're gonna give your kid that phone. And what social media all promotes negativity, having sex. You know, everything is fucked up. So it's not how it was back in the day. Yeah, we did have our parents to tell us like, yo, we don't want you to watch this. We don't want you to look at this. It was more easy to stop a kid. Oh, you
look at this, bro. Hold on. Look at this. Go home. This is my home page. Click the search button. Like, why?
That's based off your life.
No, it's not. I don't like
That's based off your life.
This is my podcast page. I only like music. And why they promote this? I don't be liking none of this. That's what I'm saying.
Even if you
the Explore page is based off your followers and your likes.
This is my podcast page. I don't follow.
Now look at this. Now it is some validity to what he's saying because they try to test out certain things. So if you do click it, no, I'm saying. That's what the kids don't understand as well. If you do click it and you look at it too long, yes, it's gonna
now it's gonna show up.
It's gonna show you more content. So a kid that doesn't know exactly what he's, you know what I mean, he's getting his feelings and all that stuff. But with us and our communities, they know if we're looking at rappers and X, Y, and Z, it's a high possibility that if they put this stuff on our For You page, it's a possibility that we're gonna click on it. So the systems, the way that it was, the algorithms, the way they're set up, is not always in our favor. So even if we do look at a young lady that we possibly like, it might show us something that's crazy and crazy and crazy. So like I could go to most anybody's phone that's probably in the neighborhood. They're gonna see it's most of the same stuff.
What's your show? Can we do a check?
Yeah, cause mine show 5 Minute Crafts on mine.
For
I'm just letting you know. Mine show.
Mine showing a girl. I don't know.
Find out.
See what she doing?
Oh no, you might.
There's a girl in there.
Why am I so ridiculous then?
I got stuff.
Wait, what's my Explore page?
There's a girl right
This
there.
is my Explore page. You see how the content? What, one girl? My crafts, food, clothes. They making food on mine. I don't know. Mine's not really that crazy. It's based on who you following.
And my main page, so that's sad. My main. Why?
And why?
And then look, boom. If you go to your reels, like right here, go to your reels, like click that one.
They don't show. That's what I'm saying. They don't show.
It's not doing.
So that private one pop up. Let's see
But
that private.
I could say I can't just blame it on the viewer, the person that's, because sometimes they do know it's a young lady and she's not gonna. They categorize content and they push it out a certain way. They know the age demographic for certain things and the way the
neighborhood.
As soon as you sign up for Instagram.
Like this, look, boom. I could put up something positive. Like I could put something that says North positive community members. I bet you with my 50,000 followers, it'll show that to 10 people.
Yeah,
and you'll get 10 views on that. But as soon as I put North worst neighborhood, they send it to everybody, send it to the whole hood. And people tell me like, oh, you popped up on my For You page. You always pop up on my For You page when I say negative.
Yeah.
So the way this algorithm is set up, you might be looking at something that they feel as though it's the same as this kind of content, or you might just be looking at a music video, but they feel like since you're so into these kind of music videos that you're gonna like this kind of content. So that's why I say a lot of these kids is not gonna understand why he looking at drill all day, he look at girls or whatever. So now he's into to just that on that thing, and then he go outside and he act on it. Yeah. Now he got 5 girls that he messing with. Now he getting somebody pregnant, and it starts so young. So I feel like we need somebody that's constantly out here and actively trying to tell him like, look, I know that you feel this way. I understand. We need support groups for the youth. Yes. We need more like mental health support. We need more resources, because if your parents don't really have it need to be somewhere that you can go and just be honest, like, look, my family don't really got it, and so they can help you with an extra food stamp card or with grants or just different things. That's why I'm working on my nonprofit right now, so I could get that community center so they could come and be like, yo, I need help with my resume, I need help with dress clothes, I don't got enough food at my house, I need this, I need that. That should be in our community. Yes, we have government assistance and things like that. But what happens when that runs out? Or if you're not in a situation where you can actually provide these things because your family ate the stuff up in the first week or 2 weeks. We need somewhere that, and especially in our communities, we need that. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that's raping the system. That don't look like us. You know what I mean? But we're the ones that's promoted like we're the only ones that's on these things. So that's a problem, and we don't have podcasts like these or just platforms where we can really speak on our perspectives. I bet you it's thousands of people that's just like me that will get up here and talk the same way, exactly the same way, but they're not on these platforms because they don't know how to finesse the algorithms. They haven't sat down to really learn how to get these views, how to get this reach. I studied it. Before I started to make the videos, like you asked me what I was doing, a year before that, I was on YouTube all day long trying to figure out how to finesse the system so it could promote me and stuff like that. And I realized, it got to be negative. Like, I got to show Newark right here for a second and put worst neighborhood in Newark. And then, why all these kids acting tough? So before you know it, you got the good message. And then older people that run into that, they see it and like, I need to share this because, you know what I mean? He said, why is the whole hood acting tough? And it's sad.
No, it is sad because a few times I thought, like, I didn't know it was you at first. I thought the carjacking going down. Like, it's on camera. I got happy for him. And you're right. The negative stuff get pushed more. You're right. I got souped up. I was like,
happy.
Yeah, because like,
it's just the adrenaline. Like, shit, they got it recorded.
People go on internet to look for negative stuff, to tell you the truth. So I feel what you mean. Like, they caught my attention. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? But yeah, you got to do that though.
Yeah, you just got to know how to finesse it. That's why I got this character, Tavon, and Tavon is just a inner city kid that's misguided. He probably don't have too much good, you know what I mean?
So I'm glad you brought your character up. So like, where did you get the idea for that? Like,
yeah, so I thought of this character, Tavon. He came from just me thinking of like how I was and just being just ignorant and just he just that misguided youth that just don't want to listen to nothing, which is crazy. And I just use him to kind of like play out scenarios of of how kids might act that's coming from these neighborhoods, overreacting. Emotional intelligence is very important. A lot of young brothers, they react off of emotion, then they go out there and they make decisions that they can't come back from. Either, like I say, either getting themselves locked up, and now you're beefing with somebody that's going to either try to take your life, or now you got to fend for your life. So, yeah, just showing the kids scenarios of how they could be possibly acting, and just show them, like, you don't got to act like that. And just,
Yeah, a lot of your ideas or your skits, where do they come from? Just like...
They come from me. They come from...
You know what I'm saying? Like...
No, like where the inspiration come. Yeah, they come from me
from
being stupid, me overreacting. Just, the person that I am now, I came from, really being a misguided youth. Just, I have to learn a lot of stuff for myself and just get myself out of a lot of situations. So I just wisening up, having a child, and just realizing I gotta be here for her, and just that. So.
How do you feel about the How you feel about like just the Newark crime scene when it comes to stolen cars? Because I'm trying to think, was it worse back in the day?
Yeah.
It was yeah, because it was carjacking. Nowadays they doing it's a different. Back in the day they was really pull you out your car at gunpoint. So you think, how do you feel about that? Basically, I'm trying to say just how it is nowadays, and plus with social media pushing it.
It's bad, but a lot of these kids, they get in these cars because they so-called go wherever they go, and then people just leave their keys in the car. So it's not even really nothing. They just get in the car and hit the button.
It's not the same.
So most of them don't even have to really do anything or have any crazy technology. It's just people just leave they spare key. And some cars have spare keys.
Even they're running up.
It's people that have spare keys that's hidden in certain cars, certain BMWs, in the Mercedes. The keys is just in there, so they take that and they just go. They just get in, press the power button, and they go. I know they probably looking like, damn, why did he say that? Yeah, but so yeah, sometimes the manufacturer will have a key in there, and they just get in and they go. And now, you got the Kia boys, they show you how to steal the car with the USB. So, but compared to back in the day, it's definitely, it evens out. It's about the same, because now they're not jacking them at gunpoint. They just going out there and stealing them right off your block. And it's crazy.
And don't even know how to drive, and crashing into things, killing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sad what's going on. It's sad. Just...
So look, I'm gonna say, if you had $1 million right now, tax free, what's the first thing you doing to make? We're gonna start with just the city of Newark. What are you gonna do just to invest in the city of Newark to make it a better place?
I asked somebody the same question. The first thing I would do is invest in the property. Cause I want to give affordable housing, low income housing, and have a few properties, not a few units like most of these buildings out here that have luxury building or a building in general, and just have a few units for low income housing. But I want to have a whole building for low income housing, and yeah, it would have qualifications, but it wouldn't be nothing too crazy, and I have more input on the structure. Yes, they would have a community center room. Yes, they would have a counselors. Yes, they would have people that's there that work in the building that can help with credit and stuff like that. So I would start with a building that's low income housing, but it's a rehab at the same time.
Yeah, that sounds good. How do you So basically, what really inspired you to become a motivation speaker? I know you had an incident back in the day with one of your with one of your friends. Can you elaborate on that situation?
Yeah, so I don't really want to get too much into it, but I'll tell you what happened. So yeah, I ended up getting shot by somebody I trusted. And just with that whole situation, just it being my birthday, going out with some people, somebody that I already told that told them that, you know what I mean? I don't really, like, I started waking up around that time, so I didn't want to be around certain people, and this person still wanted to pop up at a party that I was at on my birthday. So, you know, once he came around or whatever, he said, yo, give me a ride home. So I was like, all right, cool. So we went to go and get some food, and at one point in time, this was like really my mans, this is my people. So, you know, it was weird, you know, he pull out the gun and shot me in my face. So, you know, my cousin was sitting in the passenger, and once I get out of the car and run and kind of like collapse in the middle of the street, you know, he my cousin just pull up on the side of me, get me out the street, and just, I wanted to go to sleep. So he just was like, you know, I ain't gonna let you go to sleep on me. So he just slapping me, just making sure I stay woke. And that was just basically the situation. Like, I almost died. That's it. So the bullet hit me, and I guess it exploded. And, you know, I got lucky because a lot of people at the hospital, they came to me, they're like, yo, how did you even survive this? And just like, even with everything else that went down with it, I didn't go and testify. I didn't go to nobody court and try to, because I didn't know if this was an accident on purpose. I'm just hearing so much stuff. I really didn't want nothing to do with anything. But I did the part of just not testifying. So, you know, it just went from attempted murder to assault, you know? And, you know what I mean? I let the person just basically live his life after that. You know what I mean? You really can't, I can't do much more than help with that. Like, I took a situation that could have killed me, and I turned it into something positive. I can't say it was a negative turn to a positive because it wasn't nothing negative going on. It was just somebody being stupid in my back seat and doing something ridiculous.
I'm gonna look at it like as a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice you had to go through for you to be doing what you're doing right now, yo. And it's kind of sad you had to go through that, but like, it was really a sacrifice.
And it woke me up. Just that situation woke me up because I was doing a lot as far as like, just like I said, influencing the youth in a bad way because I wanted to make money. Like, people don't understand. Yes, we might do this rapping stuff, this drill and rap and all that to make money and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's somebody that's looking up to us that we're influencing. He calling again. That we're influencing. But yeah, even after that situation, I didn't fully wake up to like, okay, you got to get away from people that carry guns. You got to get away from people that's doing drugs. You got to get away from people that's, you know what I mean, that's doing these things because they could potentially hurt you. Yes. I wasn't even thinking like that until I had years went past and I had my suicide attempt. You know, I tried to kill myself. I took like over 40 Xanax pills, and I was supposed to die. You feel me? But I ended up outside of my car, you know, and I crashed my car up and stuff. And, you know, I had my registered weapon and all kind of stuff was going on. And I could have died. So that was my wake-up call because I lost everything that I had, you know what I mean, going on at that time. Like, you know, you get suspended from jobs and all that stuff while you're dealing with court situations and everything. So I was going through a lot. So after that happened, it really woke me up. And I just started to just reflect on life. Like I told you, I reflect a lot. And I was like, you know what? I can't. God is not gonna give me no more chances. Yeah. He's not gonna. Yeah. He's gonna wash his hands with me. So I said, in order to get the next level of blessings, I gotta help somebody else. I gotta put out good energy in this universe. Because at the end of the day, I do have a child that I'm raising, so I can't be around negativity, and I just gotta be a positive role model to her and the community, because she gotta go to these schools.
Yes. So when it comes down to suicide attempt, because a lot of people could give advice to people, but it hits different from a person that really went through it or really thought about it. So what's the best advice you could give to a person that's going through that right now?
Always have a safe person. Always have somebody that you can talk to, whether that's a friend or a family member, and like be honest with them, because a lot of people that's having suicide ideation, they kind of like have a place that they like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to jump off of this over here. So like, you got to be honest and tell the person like, look, I've been thinking about this place. Let them know. Just be fully transparent and just like have somebody that you could just be honest with. Like, yo, I'm going through this. I don't want to be judged. Just always just find somebody. And if you don't have nobody that's close to you, it's all right to seek help by going and get a therapist. I wouldn't always say go to a psychiatrist because they try to dope you up on pills, and that's not the answer. That's what almost killed me. They doping you up on pills is just, it's like a gateway. It's like, all right, I'm feeling this way, I gotta pop these pills, and before you know it, you overdose or you take everything. So I would say just try your best to like not overreact or get too much into your head about circumstantial things.
God, I seen a meme that said, if you feel like killing yourself, jump in a river or ocean or something. You'll find yourself surviving to stay alive. That joint messed my head. I really thought about it. You really want to kill yourself? Go jump in the middle of an ocean or something. You're gonna be fighting to stay alive. Like, and I really thought about this. Like, it's true. Like, you really don't want to die. You probably just thinking about it, but go jump in that river right there.
Even if it's not at that breaking point, you need to have someone that you can speak to always. I don't know. Even if write it down, because I'm sure you probably didn't tell nobody when you was going through that, right?
Yeah,
you just felt like you were alone.
Yeah.
So if you have that person, then that's also when it comes to having people, genuine friends around you. Y'all out here back with the youth. You're doing whatever. You feel like you can't open up to your friends. We can talk about this. We can talk about blah, 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 but we can't talk about what's really mattering. And it can start from the home. And it starts with a safe person to talk to.
Yeah, no, that's very important, having somebody that you can go to and talk to about whatever, because you hold it in, before you know it, you snap, and then you're out of here.
Right.
And that's just like the worst thing that you could do is overreact and try to take yourself out. And I know because I have multiple suicide attempts, you know, and that was the one that really that put me in a situation. And I feel like at the end of the day, everything do happen for a reason, and it did make me strong. Like, if I would have never had that situation where I got shot, and I never had this other situation where people talking about me on the podcast, I wouldn't be strong enough to even talk about anything that's going on. Yeah. So, like, I don't regret nothing. I don't.
A lot of people can't talk about it, because I don't like to talk about. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be strong. I'm strong, but you strong, because I went through stuff, but I don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to really talk about it and let people know it hits different. Like, you got to hit that real strong point. Like, so
look, I'm not even mad at nobody that's getting on podcasts talking about me and doing all of this stuff. I don't care, because at the end of the day, you're not going to feed me. You're not going to feed my child. You could try to discredit me, try to do all of these things. It doesn't matter, you know, because yeah.
So when it comes down basically to like the music industry, how do you feel about that? Like, 'cause I know you do music too, basically, and everything, but just the way they push negative stuff. How do you feel about that in your music? Like,
I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like it's an issue. I'm not knocking anybody or what they do with their platform and how they feel like they need to put themselves out there in order to, you know, get into this industry or make money from this industry. But I feel at the same token that people need to be themselves. They need to promote who they are. They need to promote their personality instead of promoting what they think the audience is going to like. And that's the problem. That's why I feel like it's rare that somebody's going to be real. That's why I feel like I've gotten as much reach as I've gotten, because I'm just being me. I got tired of trying to put on whatever this is. I don't even want to say up front. I don't want to be putting on no image that portrayed me in a negative light. I wanted to get my foot in the door so bad that I was willing to make drill music. I was willing to invite a bunch of negative energy into my life. Like, that whole time that I was trying to do the drill rap and all that stuff, terrible stuff kept happening. Bad stuff just kept happening. I didn't know why this shit was happening. I'm just like,
that energy.
Because if you believe in God, you got to believe in the devil as well, and it's real. And you got to focus on you. And basically, yes, music is like, inspirational, influence you, and if your audience is really being influenced by it, then this is a problem. So that's why I switched my music style to like just rapping about, you know, love, relationship, building the community, and yeah, just love, relationships, building the community, just like regular stuff. Like I won't ever fix my mouth to say rap, I'm drilling, I'm sliding. I would never fix my mouth to say anything that's disrespectful to women that look like me, women that look like my family members. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. So,
me personally, I don't feel comfortable. Like the first time I ever said like I was on Demon Time is when I got my heart broken. That's the only time, and I didn't feel comfortable never saying that because when I said it the first time, I got my heart broken. I'm on Demon Time. And I really thought like, what is Demon Time? Mm-hmm. Now I mean, I really was on some Demon Time. I had to really fall back from that.
Yeah, cause I was inviting so much negative energy into my life. It wasn't funny, and like I was also listening to negative music, and I thought it was cool to listen to. You know what I mean? People talking about sliding and killing and drilling. I'm dancing to it and I'm throwing up and doing all this stuff. You invite all of that stuff that come with it. All the negative demons and energies that they was fighting when they wrote it or said it. You invite that shit into your family. Now, into your life. Now all these little dudes in the hood is talking about my dead mans. Now mostly all of them now got dead mans. Now they all killing each other. Now it's you inviting that energy into your life. So I just didn't think it's just not cool, and until the youth start a movement within our community, the youth got to say, yo, we don't like this, we not cool with it, but they're not going to realize until years later, and it's going to hit, but by the time they realize, it's going to be another kind of sound that's going to manipulate the next generation, unless we speak on these things so it don't happen. That's why I took the initiative to say, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm rapping about the stuff I'm rapping about I'm wrong. I took accountability. Yes. I'm wrong. Rapping about killing my own people is wrong. So I moved on from that. Now I'm just on to what I'm on. I want to just motivate and uplift and do what I'm doing, and I found God. So
what's the best way for you to deliver messages to different age groups?
Best way?
Yeah.
Is show, like I do the character Tavon, showing them what they look like, and then clip it, and then give them the positive words. So you got to show them how they acted.
Have you done any like just speaking like on a stage type thing, like motivation type speech?
Yeah.
So what's the best way you like if you see it's little kids to the point like it's like what's little like middle school and high school? How do you?
I talk about like how I was feeling.
Middle school, say in middle school.
Even middle school. If I talk about how I was feeling at that age, so I try to get them situations that I dealt with where I reacted the wrong way, and I just get them so many scenarios of how I was acting that they could possibly be doing right now. So if you be like, yeah, when I was in school, a lot of people was talking about me or talking about my shoes, and I was getting mad, and just the way that you put it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, they probably look at me like, yeah, people do talk about my shoes. People do talk about this. And I want them to know, if your friends is constantly talking about you, they talking about your shoes, talking about what you got on, or constantly want to play fight with you and all that stuff, it's all right to say, I don't want to be your friend. Mm-hmm. It's easy as that. Because I see a lot of young dudes is going to school and they're bullying other kids because they're going through stuff. Or people, young boys, they're bullying their own friends. Like, why do you want to belittle your somebody that's supposed to be your boy? Like, why you want to play fight with? I get it, we play fight. I get it, you know what I mean? But why you want to do that in front of other people and try to make them look bad? Or
I ain't do that.
That's not cool.
I probably used to joke around with other kids, but you said because I had problems deep down inside, so I wanted to be the class clown. So yeah,
like it's got a lot of like I was at Wingstop the other day, and little dude came in. He was in his little girl face, like just wanted to come in and just mess with her. You feel me? And I'm just looking at her like, you ain't even gotta do that. You could dress her right, but she played into it too.
I'm about to say, you think girls like that?
They like the little tough like that attention. Yeah. They like that the little boys that's being tough. And
he's messing with me. He must like me.
Yep.
Yep, and disrespecting her. They like that. They think it's
cute.
They like
think it's funny. That's that age though. It could be innocent. It can be innocent.
Yeah, he was.
But it can be also annoying because looking at it, he's like, "You're doing too much. Why are you wailing for it? Why are you?"
Called her
you need to.
broke. He called her broke and all that. It's like,
Oh no, I didn't like that growing up. No, you calling me no names.
Look, she said, I just paid for my stuff. She was like, if you would have been here, I'm just paying $30. And he like, look at my account. Look, she's like, oh, they give me $1. It's like, yo, these kids. And then when one of the other little guys walked past him, he was like show that he tough.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what you had ordered when you was at Wingstop?
no, I was
Like what? No.
I wouldn't know.
I was picking up something for somebody else.
Oh, all
Yeah.
I might want to try what you tried one day when I go.
Yeah, I was picking up an order for somebody.
No, but they do that, but I was wanted to say that representation matters.
Yeah.
Cause also thinking about like school, like did I see anybody that would look like me that was coming up to talk to me? I don't think I did. So I come from a 2-parent household. I have my parents to tell me what is right from wrong and not to do that, and you're not going to be around these type of people But I never had someone come to my school and be like, let me talk to y'all, let me relate to y'all. So we need those in like educators and creators on TikTok, on Instagram. We need that type of representation because who else is showing them that?
Yeah, we need people that look like us that's going to say we understand. And that's what I'm saying. They don't put glitter on people like me. Like when I say glitter, like they don't, oh, let me give them this millions of dollars. They give the millions of dollars to the people that make us look bad, that tear our communities down, that say it's okay to drill, that it's okay to stand on morals. I need to stand on principles. If somebody do this, you got to go and shoot them. Like if somebody disrespect you or somebody, that's what the kids listen to. They're like, oh yeah, but they young, they young and they crash out young, and they're young and impressionable and they misguided and they think it's cool. Like if you go to these schools, the whole school smoke weed. You go to these schools. I bet all the young dudes, the young boys, they either leaving school, they put their little ski masks on, they acting out after school, they go and do dumb stuff, or they all smoking weed. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh no, smoking weed did that bad." I started. No, we can't feed them what we thought was okay or what society think is okay. We gotta want them to be better than us. Or
People don't realize weed it unmotivates you. People don't realize that if you smoke weed, you'll sit down on the couch or sit home for hours not doing that. That's mad time you just wasted right there.
Yeah, I feel like if you gonna smoke weed, I feel like. I don't even want to say this, but I'm going to say it. If you want to smoke weed, wait until you get your bag right. Yeah. Wait until you get your money right and you got time to actually just chill and do nothing. And you want to smoke something that's going to make you lazy. But right now, they putting a lot of stuff, chemicals and stuff.
Fentanyl.
It got people... Like I can say, it's a study that's on weed and how it can cause mental health problems. You know what I mean? And schizophrenia and
I believe that.
All kind of things. And I kind of... At first, when I was smoking, I'm like, man, what they talking about? Man, this ain't doing nothing to me. And I'm the one that's going through depression. I'm the one that's overthinking all day long. I'm the one that's sitting there really going crazy in my head. And once I stopped smoking, things started being more clear.
Yes.
I could understand things better instead of overreacting or thinking too hard or super overthinking. Yes, I overthink now, but I don't overthink as much as I used to when I was smoking. So,
but I would say also with people who have mental health disorders, because you're saying that when you smoke, then you develop them, but people who also have them and try to smoke and smoking weed or doing other stuff, that heightens it. Yeah, and they relies on this. So,
it's a problem. It's definitely a problem.
That's what I'm... Maybe I can lose a train of thought. But also I see when the young kids, like with the kids with ADHD, why am I acting this way? Oh, I'm gonna smoke weed, it calms me down. Like, I don't know, do they have those type of resources? Do you speak about that and different stuff like that?
Yeah, I could say I haven't really spoken on the weed thing, but that's like definitely an idea I should speak on more. But this is the journey that I'm on. Yeah. This is all I know. I've had people try to blackball me and all kind of stuff. I have had situations, things I was supposed to go and do events, but people think this and think that, and then this stops, and then people try to mess you up and all kind of stuff when you're generally trying to just put out positivity and just do something. But people, stand on what they stand on and want to put up this front and facades and all kind of stuff. So, sometimes mess with the journey, but as long as you stay, you know what I mean, on it
Yes.
and straightforward and just,
Yes.
you know, God fearing, you know, everything be alright. Future Music was bought by, they was trying to say a pharmaceutical company or
Really?
something like
What,
that.
Percocet? Probably was.
I don't know. I guess the person that he got shares and something. I don't know. It was something like that. Somebody that bought it, his catalog has some type of shares in pharmaceutical, something like that.
And he don't even do them drugs.
Right. So they know what it's doing. They know where they got to promote these things. They promote it in our neighborhoods because they know we're going to go ahead and be like, okay, he's sipping lean. A lot of niggas wasn't sipping lean until these rappers say we sipping lean. Now y'all going out here sipping lean.
That was
Like,
not the thing.
that was like some down south shit. Now niggas up north is going ahead and let me pour this.
And I don't understand that,
Sweet.
bro. How people are nowadays, if you want to be a hustler, how are you in the trap off lean and off these downers? I don't understand that. When back in the day, when I was coming, you had to be
Lacking, as
focused.
they say.
You had to
Lacking.
be focused. I don't understand how you in the trap drinking lean. You know how dangerous that? I don't know. If,
That is dangerous. You're not even aware of your surroundings.
Then the self-reflect had that set in with me, like, even with the whole sagging pants, I was sagging my pants and stuff. I had to look back and just be like, yo. And you look at them now, and everybody's sagging their
Oh,
pants.
we don't like
Everybody
that.
just-
Most girls don't like that.
I don't know what's going
Yeah, I
on.
do not think that's cute.
Yeah,
I
don't know
hate
what's
that.
going on. They still do it.
they still do it, yeah.
The other day,
It must be younger because I think that is so
the
unattractive.
other day, I was
Is that
by the hospital. I seen a young dude. His shit was always goddamn down.
Ugh.
There. He just thought he was the coolest nigga walking on the block. So we just gotta get to the youth and just open up their eyes, and that's just my whole mission. You know.
In the future, like, where do you see it? Where do you see your platform or what you're doing the next 2-3 years? Like, where do you see it at?
In the next 2-3 years, I'm gonna be a household name. Cause I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm definitely gonna be a household name. I'm definitely gonna open up doors and bring opportunity for people, for our youth, for our young adults. You know what I mean? I just want to stop them from, you know, making the decision I made. So before you know it, we'll get more people that's getting involved. I got a lot of powerful people that's following me and they just watching, so you never know when they're going to step in. So 2-3 years from now, I'm going to be somewhere. Definitely going to be a household name.
So what's the best way for people to contact you? Like, you know what I mean, to reach out to you if they want to get, let me holler at you or work with you or get you to come to a event to talk?
You can either shoot me a DM on my Instagram, One Kid Problem, or you can reach out to my email, kidproblem booking at gmail.com, kidproblembooking@gmail.com. Yeah, so either DM or email. Somebody will get right back to you.
Okay. I mean, I appreciate you pulling up on, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I mean, it took a lot. I was just telling people, I started last year with this podcast, but you got to do something. You got to work hard to be around people that's doing stuff too. Like, I probably couldn't hit you. I ain't gonna say I couldn't, but if I was in the beginning, I probably like, all right, I ain't coming to this podcast. I had to put in the work to get where I'm at. You know what I mean? So now I got big people following me too. I got you following me now, so like I'm up now.
No, I definitely got to support when you see. I'm gonna just keep it real. It's not even really all about race, but it's all about race right now. I'm seeing a black brother doing this thing. You know, why not get involved with it? Because for so long, you know what I mean, we've been promoted negative.
Yeah.
Promoted as if we can't just support each other. So that's what it's all about, man. And I appreciate you letting me come on, man.
Word. Now we definitely gonna link up again later on in the future, or even if I pop up to one of your events or something like that later on. But you know what I mean.
All right.
We're out. Yeah.
Thanks for everybody tuning in.